Hello everyone, I am Shresta and I scored 98% in class 10 boards the previous year. Now I am on a mission to help you guys cook your class 10 boards. So basically, what is class 10 boards? Is it just an exam? What if I tell you that class 10 boards is not just an exam, it's a trap that catches thousands of students every single year. There is something about class 10 boards that nobody tells you, but it could change the way you look at your exams forever. So basically, what is the classroom trap? Well, it is a cycle of fear, pressure, parental expectations, societal judgment, and endless study hacks that everyone talks about, but no one tells you how you can escape this trap and bring out the best of yourself and just ace your classroom boards. Well, in this video, I will tell you every single thing you need to know to just book your class and boards. Starting this video. Look, many students study for the exam. But what if you could study the exam itself? And that's the secret. The syllabus of class 10 boards is just so small, but the hype and fear of class 10 boards is just on another level. Why is it so? Now let's be real. There is a $1 billion industry just revolving around the class 10 boards. And they don't want you to think that you can just ace your class and boards without any assistance. Assistance in the form of sample papers, reference books, paid batches, and many such things. But you don't need to fall for that. Don't get fooled because that's just a strategy. Well, a good example of this is the batches that guarantee you 95 plus score, and they have a limited time offer that just makes the child have the fear of missing out. This is the fear based marketing used by the companies nowadays to just make the child or the student of class 10 would panic and just fumble in his class 10s. But it's just a strategy. You can just ace your classes without any such assistance, and I'm going to tell you every single thing in this video. There is so much dark and deep about class and boards, but for now, just let's focus on the solutions. I will cover all these dark things in some of my next video, one of my next videos. Here are some facts about class and boards that are just going to help you in your class and boards journey. And trust me, these facts will just improve your score by 5 to 10%. Now, starting with hashtag point number one, and that is boards are going to be super easy. See, the CBSE board just makes the question paper of class 10 by one single book, and that is NCERT. Taking the example of science textbook, there are 282 pages in it, and the question paper is going to come from those 282 pages only. You don't need to run after other books, other materials. One thing you can do is to just solve PYQs, previous year question papers, or previous year questions. And these are the things that are going to help in your class and boards and also in your school exams, because most of the questions of school exams come from those PYQs only. Well, and why am I saying that class 10 boards are going to be super easy? They are going to be the easiest exams of your life because the syllabus is limited. You have to give various exams in your life, for example, IIT, JEE, and NEET, and so on and so on. And the syllabus of these exams are quite big. No one can leak the paper of these exams. But people can, some people, and many people can leak the class and boards question paper because the syllabus is quite small, and the pattern in which CBSE sets the question paper just gets just gets repeated every single year. The questions get repeated. Why the questions get repeated? And there is a answer to that. Look, the CBSE board has been conducting examinations since a very long time, and but the syllabus is limited. The NCERT textbook, the 282 pages in it, is just limited. So the CBSE has to set questions from those 282 pages only, and Since it has been conducting examinations for so long, it cannot create new questions. It has its selected repetitive questions that it forcefully has to give. It cannot create new questions from only that single textbook of NCRT. Hence, that is enough. NCRT is enough. And that is why papers are leaked. Not legally leaked, but YouTube teachers leak the class and boards question paper, and it is not a wonder thing. A student who has practiced PYQs from the very first day of his class and boards preparation can also predict the class and boards paper by a huge margin. And so I did, and that's why I'm here telling you all the steps. And you can also do it, you can score even more than me just by taking my tips. Now, point number two is that you don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to be consistent to ace your class and boards. Focus on consistency, not intensity, but consistency. You just have to study a few hours every day and you will go ace your class and boards. And for example, if you study 2 to 3 hours every single day for 365 days straight, you are going to just cook it. Literally cook it. You're going to score 500 out of 500. And you don't need to study 10 to 12 hours every single day to just write class and boards question paper, last class and boards answer sheet, because it's not that tough exam. It is just the hype that has been created by so-called companies who sell their products. Basically, study every subject every single day and include language subjects also, and also additional subjects. Read them every day, not for long duration but just for short duration. Read every story in English every single day and highlight the keywords. Not everything you need to highlight and just paint the book. No, I'm not saying so. I'm telling you, just highlight the keywords in English or in Hindi. I will tell you all this how to just score 100 out of 100 in your English and Hindi paper in one of my next strategy videos. Now, moving on to point three, we have you don't need any reference books. You just need to read NCERT and that's enough. I personally did not bought any. I did not buy any reference books, any sample paper, no paid batches, no coaching classes, and so on. And yet I managed to score 98%. And I am here sharing my experiences with you. And you look, you and me are not different. We are just the same. And why I am telling you all this, because I have made more mistakes than you in your class and boards. And I hope that you don't make or repeat those mistakes in your class and boards so that you can score more than me. I hope so. Now, just let's focus on the third point. You don't need to just read reference books because reference books are just an extension of NCRT, covering the concept of NCRT, but it's just another soothing manner, in another soothing language. The language of NCERT is quite complex, so you buy reference books and study concepts less than that mentioned in NCERT. So don't get fooled by this false reference book traps. You just read NCERT, and I know the language of NCERT is quite complex, but just there are so many resources available online. If you have any query, go through that resources, one of those resources, and you will solve that query. And if you your query does not get solved even by those resources available on internet, you can just DM me on my Instagram handle, on this channel's Instagram handle, at the rate cookyouracademics. Now, that's the promotion you say. Now you have understood everything about class 10, and now you will not panic, and you will write your class 10 boards exam just like any other paper of your life, and you will ace it, literally cook it. Why am I saying so is because when you understand the game, you don't panic. And I have told you everything in this video that will just help you in your class and boards and improve your score by 5 to 10%. Another bonus tip is that A lot of students are distracted by Instagram reels, scrolling uh, endless Instagram reels. What the same was my story. I also did scrolling for long hours, but I just discovered it, and what I did was I just turned my distraction into one of my biggest reasons to study. And how did I did it? I just turned my feed. I just improved my feed. I made my feed such that whenever I opened Instagram and scroll reels, I got motivation. I got inspiration to study and do something big. And that's what you can do. And how you can do that? You can follow channels that give you inspiring content. And one of the channels is at the rate Wisdom Revival. At the rate Wisdom Revival. Now just follow channels like these, and you will just turn your biggest setback of scrolling reels endlessly into something productive and bring out the best of yourself. Another tip, another announcement that I'm going to make is that I'm going to start a new series that will just bring out the best of yourself. The series name is Score Maxing series, and trust me, this series is going to be the game changer in your boards. I will cover every single thing. I will tell you every single thing about this series in the next video. That will be the first part of this series. Till then, subscribe this channel so that you can and turn on notifications also so that you can get notified when I upload some videos and you can see them and I get views. No, I don't. And so that you can just improve your classroom boards. And I would like to end this video with a quote of myself. It is as follows. Class 10 boards is just another exam, and you have been acing exams since your whole life. That's it for the video. Till then, stay connected, stay hard. Bye.